Having high triglyceride levels is very dangerous. As a matter of fact, if your triglycerides are elevated way over the top, you could even have a pancreatitis, a stroke, a problem with heart disease, blood clotting, or even obesity, diabetes, and many other conditions in the future. But how do you reduce triglyceride levels in circulation? How do you deal with it? How do you make sure your body can control the situation? Obviously, with the best practices, best supplements, best foods, and best also immediate actions that you can have at home, do by yourself in your own schedule. That's what I'm going to reveal to you today in this video. Triglycerides are a form of fat, or sugary fat if you want, that every single one of us has as a source of energy. Our body has triglycerides in circulation below 150 milligrams per deciliter as a normal range for the functioning of the human body. If you have high triglycerides above 150, above 500, the thing gets pretty dangerous. Everything starts to look pretty creepy if you want. You could even suffer from acute health conditions that put your life at risk, like pancreatitis, acute pancreatitis, a stroke, a blood clot, or maybe even conditions that later on with a chronic situation can lead to diabetes, type 2 diabetes, obesity, thyroid problems, and much more. But what are the best practices you can put into place to make sure that these levels go down effectively and naturally? Number one, you need to stop eating the foods that will elevate your triglyceride levels. Triglycerides are a form of sugary fat, if you want. It's a form of energy that come from the production or the byproduct of everything you eat that is sugary, that has carbohydrates. Like, for example, wheat, breads, pasta, cookies, all sorts of sugars that you put in your drinks, or even fruits that you might be eating that are high in sugar could also contribute to the elevation of triglyceride levels. If you want to eliminate or reduce them, then obviously you have to stop drinking, eating, and consuming anything that has a sugary taste to it or has carbs, like rice, yuca, potatoes, sometimes even alcohol. Alcohol will elevate triglyceride levels the way you wouldn't even expect, and it's something that needs to be eliminated in order for your triglyceride levels to go down effectively. Remember, diet is one of the most important things of what you put in your body that will end up in your bloodstream. If you're putting in sugar, then you're going to have triglyceride levels, you're going to have glucose levels, you're going to have diabetes, obesity, and this is obviously not the way you want to go. If you need something natural specifically for this purpose, look for oxyelixir in capsule form. Look for Applizer, Metaglucose, and Neuromatrix from Fineland at FinelandVitamins.com. Number two, you need to make sure your thyroid is working. Your thyroid is the gland in charge of making sure your metabolic rate is active and burning fat, burning sugar, burning triglycerides, burning every single source of energy in order for you to have energy, for you to have that oomph that you need every single day to activate your metabolic rate. Now, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling that you don't sleep well, you see that your hands or your skin is getting dry, you're losing hair, or you're gaining fat without even sometimes eating, then there's a good chance your thyroid is not working. If it's not working, then it's not burning triglycerides, and obviously your triglyceride levels are going to elevate. That's what you want to make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure that your thyroid is working. Make sure that you're taking a good supplement, that you're eating foods that will stimulate the production of thyroid hormones, that will make sure that your thyroid can have every single ingredient needed for it to function. In this case, maybe some healthy oils, substances that have iodine in it, substances like, for example, ginger tea, aloe vera, substances that have, or foods that have healthy fats like coconut oil, flaxseed oil. All these oils can help that metabolic rate. Instead of gaining more fat and gaining more sugar, burning and helping the thyroid function effectively. If you need something natural for this purpose, look for Metathyroid, Cocoa Pure, and even some other oils like Vital Flax, Metaglucose, and much more. Number three, you need physical activity and you need to lose weight. Triglycerides, again, are a form of energy. They're a form of fat and sugar that are in your blood waiting to be consumed by the activity you have every day. If you're sitting on your butt every single day, it's not going to work. You need to get up, you need to walk, run, have some physical activity, make sure that you can lose weight, and then your body will need to burn anything it has in circulation that can be consumed. In this case, the first thing you have that is elevated is going to be triglyceride levels. Remember, Remember, having high triglyceride levels comes from diet, comes from not having any exercise, comes from having a belly fat or being overweight. And obviously, if you can overcome this situation, if you can start exercising and making sure you're burning every single day some of those triglyceride levels, after a month, you won't have any of that health condition that you are trying to eliminate. If you need something natural that will help you have that energy needed and burn those triglycerides effectively, look for Oxy Elixir in capsule form, Appleizer, Metaglucose, and also Cocoa Pure and Vital Flax from Fineland at finelandvitamins.com. Number 4, you need to eat foods that will help you with reducing triglyceride levels. In the same way there are foods that will elevate your triglycerides, there are also foods that will help you decrease this concentration in your blood. These are fibers. These are foods that contain lots of vegetables, fruits, foods that will make sure that this fiber can actually trap that sugar, that fat, anything that will be absorbed into your bloodstream and can be controlled effectively. You need exactly the opposite of what elevates triglyceride levels. In this case, it's healthy fats, healthy foods, healthy substances that will make sure that those triglyceride levels can be controlled. Remember, this also has a lot to do with the way you eat, the times you eat. Every single day you have to have an hourly schedule. You have to eat your breakfast at the same time every day. At noon, your lunch or your dinner exactly at the same time, so that your body can know what to expect and how to burn what is being digested and what will be digested, and how to control this gradually. If you need something natural for this purpose, look for Melatonin Quantum Calm, Passion Calm, and also Garcinia 100% HEA from Fineland at finelandvitamins.com. God bless you all and take care.